going on, folks? Today's vlog is going to be on One World Government. It's going to be today's vlog. Why am I covering it? Because I already said I was going to cover it. I already said this was something I was going to do. I said this months and months ago. Why do I feel the need to do it today? Because A, I got a little time, and B, I'm tired of constantly keep saying, yeah, man, I'm gonna cover this topic, yeah, man, I'm gonna do it, and I'll never do it. So now, this is the day that I chose today to go ahead and get it done. So, let's get to it. Well, like I said, once again, the majority of these videos that I do, and I say the majority because some of these topics I actually do Google and just do a little quick, research, just to, double, just look at it and be sure and stuff like that. I do that. You know what I'm saying? I do. But most of these topics are just things that are happening to me every day. Most of these topics are things that are a reality to me. You know what I'm saying? They are really happening. They're not just things that I fabricate or make up, or I just thought about talk about killings today. Like, nah, this is real shit that is actually affecting my life personally first. My life personally first, and then affecting all of us as a whole. So, and like I say, there's different people in the world. Some people had a conscience to, acknowledge it and see the shit and want to do something about it or fall victim. Some people don't have the conscience at all. They just run it just how they want to do it, and it don't affect them because either way they, So, but that's what I'm gonna talk about today, man. And this is one of those topics that I did not study. Did not go to YouTube, did not go to Google, Yahoo, did not get no books, this is another one of those things that I saw happening as a child. It's one of those things that I saw happening, getting ready to happen as I grew up. And, it's sad to say that we all don't talk about these kinds of topics on a much more often basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all choose to, make up a silly. I mean, I'm not gonna get all into it. I mean, you know what's happening. If you're working today, especially if you have any kind of career, they trying to break you down and make you a joke, make your job seem like it's not worth, nothing. Make your job seem like, oh, you work as a monkey. Oh, you're just an insect to the company. It's like, if it's your life's work, who gives a fuck about the company? Like if you work at a hospital, but it was your destiny to become a nurse or an LP or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna say stay stuck in the same position. You want a raise, you want a better position, don't get me wrong, within your field. You start off as a nurse, maybe one day you'll be a doctor. I mean, you start off small. But for somebody to try to say, yeah, man, what you doing just don't count. Yeah, you'll never amount to what you, like, I wouldn't say disregard that, because in a way they're not lying, but you can't let people make their way completely into your self-confidence, into your energy, into your life. You can't do that. So that's what I want to talk about, and that's kind of what this one world government shit is. That's kind of what this is. It's a lot of people that's giving up everything just to do anything. And the reason why I feel bad is because there's a lot of smart people who have done this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really did this shit, and they fucking, it's pathetic. Like, they gave up on their mothers, they gave up on everything. They fucked the kids, they're selling their brothers and sisters, they're selling their family, and they doing all of this just to acquire basic needs, basic food and health and, basic jobs and shit like that. They're degrading themselves as people, as who they are, what I'm saying, to get the basic pennies. So it's like, and that's unnecessary. It's very unnecessary. But of course, the big wigs don't want you to know that. Of course, the people who are misusing the system, they don't want you to know that. Of course, the criminals who are criminalizing and stealing and thieving and doing all of this and that with the system, of course, they don't want you to know that. They want you to remain stupid and keep you in a consciousness that says, oh, I gotta kill and steal. And yeah, if you're not smart enough, yeah, you gotta kill and steal. If you can't think, of course you have to go out and, do bad things and, do this and that and all of that. So, but for the people who got common sense, and I'm gonna keep saying that, common sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a brain, like, certain shit, man, you got a grown. That's the one thing I want to say. And that's how this whole new world government shit started. This one world government, new world order, that's how all this started. Everybody wants this easy, like, everybody want to be rich, everybody want to be the king of the world, and they'll give you the facade. You can never be the king of this world. Let's get one thing started. God made this world. That's how everybody got blown out of proportion. This is what happened. You will never be the king of this world. Let me say that over. Ever. I don't care how much money you got, what kind of companies you own. I don't care if you Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, I don't care who you are. You are the biggest fool in existence. If you ever believe that you will be the king of this world, God is the king. The creator of this planet is the king of this planet. I don't care what kind of witchcraft you know. I don't care what kind of dark magic you've been studying. I don't care if your whole city just decided to just disregard God. I don't care if your whole country decided to disregard God. I don't care. See, they're trying to get the whole world to disregard God. That's what they're trying to do. And they're trying to create a network that's down here that disregards God so that these white folk can be God and these black folk can be God and these Indians can be God and Chinese can be God. That's what they're trying to do. But it's impossible. And the reason why I say that is because if you are awake, you are connected to what you are from, no matter what happens in jail, in prison, incarcerated, in a bad relationship, in a pedophile relationship, in a child, if you're being molested, you need to run away. I'm gonna tell you that today. You need to go to the police now. If you have a pedophile as a family member, you need to tell on them, rat on them now. Because your life is not about to get no better. They're not about to give you nothing. All that dreams they keep telling you, oh, just let me do this, run away. Go to the police station. Your life is not about to change. Okay? Now, you want to ask me, have I ever been molested or any of that? And why am I talking about that with this one world government topic? Because it matches. It matches up. The first sin was doing things under God that you know was a sin, like stealing, the wrong sexual intercourse. Like, just because she got a vagina don't mean you're supposed to stick something in there. It's your sister, it's your mother, it's your aunt, it's your cousin. That's wrong. And if you think about doing it, you're already wrong in that nature. And if you really do it, now you've really stepped into something. And you need to start praying for forgiveness quickly, and you need to never do it again. But that's one of the first things that's really uniting this whole one world government topic. It's forcing everybody to forget the first sin. The first sins, which is stealing, over talking, wrong sexual, encounters. All of the first sins, disregarding human life, putting machines and putting items over human life. All of this is a sin, and they want you to forget it, so that now they have control of your life. And when I say they, I mean the government. I mean demons. That's what the government essentially is. It's demons. So, yeah, man. That's what this one world shit is about. It's about creating a world where there is no God to worship. There is nowhere you can go. Like when something goes wrong, you normally will pray to God. You will ask God for help. They want a world where you cannot pray to God. And I know, because I'm one of the biggest believers in God. I didn't say Christianity. I didn't say Baptist. I didn't say Buddha. I didn't say none of that. God. I didn't say booty hole, none of that. Because a lot of people's claiming that too, man. Yeah, gay people instantly connected to God. Get the fuck out of here, man. The gay people to me, they're confused. That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm not no, psychological expert. I'm not no, claiming that I'm the best, because I'm rarely a people person anymore as it is because of all of this shit that's happening. So no, but to me, gay people they just confused. They just don't know what they want to be. They don't know what they are. They think they're a woman, but they look down at man. They just kind of confused to me. No, and nothing wrong with being curious. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has a curiosity. Now, me personally, I've never been curious about a man. I've never had a curiosity about sticking my penis into a man. I just never did, because I'm already a man. Now, this is how I feel about it. I'm already a man. Why would I want a woman? Now, I have a fascination over women. Fascination. I'm fascinated because I'm not a woman. So I always want to know, you know what I'm saying? And the problem is a lot of women are being brainwashed to believe that they're a man. And there's a lot of women who are being programmed to destroy a man. So you can tell what kind of hell I'm already living in. I don't know which ones are with the agenda, and like I say, this one world government shit, right? You throwing your life away. You doing it for the basis. You want to look good. You want to feel good. You want to eat good for the day. You're throwing your whole life away for that. And with this social media, with this Instagram, with this Twitter, with this Facebook, with this all of this different, in-between entities that just you can't quite touch, but you kind of, you got to kind of believe it because it just seems so believable, and this and that and all of this. With all of this going on, it makes it so much easier. You want to look good on social media. You want people to believe that you're a king. You want people to believe that you're a god. You want people to believe that you can do no wrong. Oh, I'm living a life. Oh, I'm doing good. Ooh, you want people to believe all of this, but then we look in your house, or then, we look into your soul, or we looking for your spirit, and now you want to switch it. Oh, I was being evil. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was so used to being the devil. So now it's like, that's what this one world government and shit really, that's what the basis of it is. It's 1,000 times deeper than that, but that's what the core of the shit is. They don't want God down here. As long as God can teach us real lessons about life, like real lessons, the government will never win. The government will never win. That's what the government is. It's an overthrowing of God. It didn't start like that. I told you. I'm going to keep bringing this up. It didn't start like that. The government was supposed to be something that protected the people. That's the way this started. It protected the people. It kept people in control. It kept people feeling safe. It kept people feeling like, well, if something happened to me, I can call the government. Well, if something happened to me, I know my government will protect me. Well, if something happened to me, like that's what the government was in the beginning. But now that everybody is feeling so content, the government is getting pissed. They saying, well, hold up. Y'all got these little internet and all y'all on these phones. Now y'all think y'all got Google, which once upon a time was a separate entity from the government. Don't forget. government was made in somebody's garage. Let's get this straight. So before YouTube and all these things was connected to the government, everybody was pretty much cool. Before all this computers and science and all this shit got connected to, Whitey and all this shit was cool because everybody was in control, was still crying. You're gonna always have people who say, oh, I could take your shit, or I could rob you, I could kill you. You're gonna always have people who say that. Because it was even like that back in the Bible. You got peasants who wanted to be gods and kings, they got upset. They wanted to kill somebody. Okay, well, you know what you do. You behead them. You put them on the guillotine. You just cut their head off. It's simple. Or, you take them out in the forest and torture them. You ain't allowed to do that. You ain't allowed to touch nobody's daughter. So why don't you? You ain't allowed to steal nobody's food. So why don't you? You take them out in the forest, you dealt with. So it's like, but as I was saying though, you automatically know. You automatically know when something is about an agenda. You automatically know when something is about an agenda, and you automatically know when something is about real life. If you can't tell the difference in between those two, you are fucked up. That's when you lose your shit. That's when you lose your life. You lose your will, you lose your rights, you lose everything. Well, when you lose the difference in between, I can't tell which one God is. God the devil, all I know is, well, he better than me, he bigger than me. And then you start doing that type of shit. That's why this devil shit and this evil worship, that's why it has gotten so high and strong and mighty and high and huge and high and just belligerent and just unexplainable. That's why it has gotten to where it is today. Because people, they can't tell the difference anymore between what the fucking devil is and between what God is. And these kids are being raised on this internet shit, so they don't need you no more. I'm telling you, the future is looking bleak, man, if you don't control your family, man. That's pretty much what this is all stemming down to. You can go anywhere in the world. Now, certain countries have certain guidelines. Where this one world government shit is hitting, but it ain't controlling shit. These states have always been weak, these United States. The only thing that's strong here is military. The only thing that's strong here is law enforcement. It's the only thing people listen to here in the United States. Everything else is land and free. Which means if you don't already have your own soul, your own spirit, your own morals, your own discipline, your own livelihood, your own reasons for living, if you don't already know what life is here, you're screwed. Because you're going to keep thinking everything is free, and you're going to keep getting locked up, and you're going to keep getting in trouble with the law because you're going to be out of control. Go to countries like Russia, whatever, Ireland, wherever you go. Religion strong. Slowly being torn down, of course. The later generations are losing touch with their families, with their heirlooms, with what matters to them, what's supposed to matter to them, which is their culture, which is the number one enemy of a government, the number one enemy. The number one enemy is culture. Culture teaches you what you are, who you are, and what you live for. That's what a culture is supposed to do. It's supposed to give you purpose. Government don't want that. Because then you don't need a government no more. Once you know your own worth, once you know your own possibilities, your own boundaries, once you know what you can do, you don't need anything, anybody. Whoever wants to be around you then they want to be around you because they need you, they want you. They're not just around you for security and money and all these government purposes. They're around you because they need you. They need your ability. And that's how life used to be. Before all these, like I said, trinkets and gadgets and gizmos and money, that's how life was. Our worth was who we are and what we are. That was our life. But the reason why this one world government shit is about to happen, I'm telling you, fucking phones, man. Fucking computers. Everybody got a fucking online computer. Everybody. They gave him away free even if you didn't have it. They gave him away free even if you didn't have it. They gave you one. So it's like, come on, man, like, you know, my biggest thing is when you attack the wrong people. There are people who know their worth. There are people who know what they can do. There are people who know what they are. They don't need your help. And yet you consistently set them back. And yet you consistently make them feel like they're less than. Even though they're doing what they are supposed to do in life. You consistently put people in a category based on what they listen to, based on how they dress, based on how they carry themselves. You know nothing about that person. You don't know what that person's true agenda is. We all have our own agenda. How can you agenderize my agenda? Agenderize. I don't know, I'll look it up, see if it's a real word. But I think you understand what I'm saying. How can you make me look like somebody that's a sellout, or how can you make me look like somebody that's not real, or not, you know, not standing up for my beliefs and causes, and not standing up for my life and my rights? How can you make me look like somebody that's evil or got ill intent because I'm not doing what you want me to do? Man, are you crazy? You gotta be crazy. Something about you must be off. Something about you must be not good. So it's like, but I'm gonna teach you. What this one world government keep forgetting is that that's what evil wants. That's what darkness wants. Darkness only exists in a void. There is no religion behind darkness. That's why everybody is on this bandwagon. I'm trying to tell you. Everybody is on this kick where, oh, it's cool to be evil, it's cool to be evil. Not thinking that they giving up their soul, they giving up their life, they giving up their mama, they giving up their daddy, they giving up their kids, they giving up their right to be who they are, they giving up, you know, their right to be what they are meant to be down here on earth. We all have a symbol down here on earth that we're supposed to be representing. There's a cause to life. Life is just not for nothing. That's what darkness wants you to believe. Oh, this life ain't nothing. Oh, this life ain't nothing but a rock. Yeah, this earth ain't nothing but a rock. That's what they want you to believe. But that's everything at first sight. Everything is nothing at first sight when you first look at it, unless you're smart. But I'll get into that later or another time. But everything is nothing at first sight, just about. Like I said, unless you already know what you're about, you already know how to represent yourself, you already know how to do whatever, you know, you already know what you are. Then that's different. Then you see things for what they are, which is completely different than a first sight thing. If your glasses are clean, you see things for what they are. If your glasses are dirty and fogged up, you see things for just the basics. And yeah, that's what this earth is essentially. It's a molten rock waiting to explode. That's what volcanoes are for. That's what oceans are for. That's what this earth is, dude. But pay attention to everything. You're not paying attention. That's why it's hard for me to talk to a lot of people. So I'm gonna try to keep this simple. World government, man, it's happening now. It's not in full effect. It's still a whole lot of people that's saying you must be crazy, which is good. But that amount of people is now lesser. That percentage of people who are saying, no, I stand up for my real life. I stand up for what I really love. I stand up for my own, you know, my own causes, my own way of living. I stand up for my own discipline, and I don't need you for that. That percentage of people drastically less than the people who have given up everything to be basic. They've given up everything for a McDonald's. They've given up everything for a White Castle. They've given up everything to look good for the day. They've given up everything to, you know, for their kids. So it's like, you know, and if you're doing it for your kids, guess what your kids gonna do? They gonna do it. That's why I said I can't really believe you when you say, oh, I do this for my family. Then what your kids supposed to do? Then what your family supposed to do? You supposed to be the example. If you are doing this agenda shit and you have a plan, I have another mind frame for you. I think about you a different way. That means you are doing what you are supposed to do. I hope your whole life ain't get sucked up into it, is what I'm gonna say. If you claim you playing this role, oh, I'm just playing the role. Or there's no such thing as that no more. They making sure you are locked in. Back a long time ago, maybe 50 to 100 years ago, maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe I'll say 50 just to be clear, just to be honest. But maybe about 50 years ago, you could probably get away with saying, oh, I'm just playing the role, man. Oh, yeah, man, I'm just, I'll just act like the devil just so everybody get off my back. These days, you can't do that. Because the devil is so potent. His evil is so real. His evil is not a fucking comic book no more. How you, like back then, like you used to be able to scare your kids back then. The boogeyman gonna come, you used to be able to scare your kids. Don't you eat certain foods after certain time o'clock, cause that evil man will come make you pee in the bed. It used to be like crazy back then, fairy tales and all that shit, Hansel and Gretel. That's where all that came from. You're supposed to scare your kids into being good. Can't do that no more, cause evil is 100% prevalent right here on earth. So if you're not being evil, if you're not actually evil yourself, you're not scaring nobody. And that's the problem. People are forgetting what the difference is between acting and being evil to get through your day, and actually becoming evil for your whole life. And then you expect for everybody now, because you got so many people who have become evil, who have become demonic, who have become just completely lifeless. You got so many of them. Now the government want everybody to be them. And that's where people got shit fucked up. That's where people got shit fucked up. Because you got me fucked up if you think I'm about to just become some fucking dumbass that's just evil. I just go off. But dude, not everybody that smoked marijuana is an evil. Not everybody that drinking champagne is an evil. Not everybody. Dude, and we were all born sinners. A sinner and an evil person is different, totally different. You have to stop putting them in the same category. Having sex with an unmarried woman and having sex with an infant fucking daughter. Having sex with a woman and not being in a relationship with her is a sin. You used her and she wasn't even yours. You didn't even make a fucking commitment. That's different. Or paying a woman for sexual activity is a sin. That means you didn't want her. You don't respect her womb at all. And she don't respect herself. So, I mean, if you really want to get into it. But that's, like I said, I'm going to do a vlog, probably do a whole video on that too. I just keep coming up with all these different topics and vlogs. So, I mean, but, yeah, man. Doing that is one thing. But having sex with your mama, it's just like, or having sex with your cousin, it's just like, you trying to tell me I'm on the same level of sin as these niggas? I'm on the same level of sin as these niggas. And yes, I said niggas. Yes, I said niggas. You trying to put me on the same level of sin as these crackers who shoot meth or do meth just because I smoke marijuana? They got it, man. Shit gotta go back to the shit. Man. You need to learn how to appropriate yourself. Learn how to appropriate yourself. Nobody's going to help you with that. Hey, you know you better than anybody, I'ma hope. I hope you don't let nobody just roll up on you. Yeah, I know you better than me. Because there's a lot of that happening too. There's a lot of that happening too. So I hope you know yourself enough to appropriate yourself. You see what I'm saying? But no, we're not all on the same level of sin. We're not all evil. We're not all no one world government. This world is the original, I don't want to say composition, but the original layout was different cultures. That's what made us people. We understood one another. We sat down with one another. We chill with one another. We learn with one another. They getting rid of all of that. They want all of this to be just the easy little animal that's easily controlled. And it's too late because it's too many of them who have given everything up. And a lot of them, they did it without knowing. Like I say, if you work a job, you pretty much are on the one world agenda, government. And the reason why I say that is because the level of degradation that's happening, especially at jobs like McDonald's. Oh, you know how long McDonald's been around? Especially on jobs like Burger King and these big companies like Honda and Sony. Ooh, they really degrading your ass. They got billions of dollars, trillions. So there's no point of even. Come on, man. There's no way. There's no way. But what I'll say, learn how to appropriate yourself. Learn how to appropriate yourself, man. Learn how to deal with your problems. Learn how to deal with your own future. Paint your own fucking future, man. Stop letting people give you your life. Stop letting people paint your world for you. You know your life, don't you? You living it, hopefully. You're not letting the government, okay, you black, you a rapper, you a sailboat, get the fuck out of here. Okay, you a Mexico, you a dirty corn eat, man, get the fuck out of here. You a China, you a chink, that mean you good, you do this, get the fuck out of here, man. Paint your own life. I'm gonna make a vlog about that too, race. Race don't even exist. Race is a test with your stupid ass, dude. Race is a fucking test. Now you don't get it twisted. You definitely have a different origin than others. You got white skin, you got that origin. Brown skin, you got that origin. Tan, you got that origin. Burnt, brunette, you got that origin. It's different origins. Even within white people. It's Irish, Celtic, I don't know, European, I don't know, all kinds of different origins. Greek, all kind of origins. Same with Spanish, same with the Greek, same, all of it is different. But it's a test. And we failed. We failed. And the government is becoming so powerful. Government was already taking lives. Government was already controlling everything, via everything. The government is so powerful now, it is ridiculous, because we're giving it to them. We're literally handing our power over. We're literally handing them everything we own, everything we ever had, any thoughts we had, any dreams, our families, our kids, we literally just giving it to them. And it's truly sad, because we don't need to. The internet, they've reversed the fucking psychology. The internet was supposed to free us as a people. The internet has imprisoned us. That's essentially what your world government is. It's imprisonment. Everybody on the same standards, everybody on the same money, everybody on the same life, nothing's different. So like, even if you was to leave your home and you was to want to go out and go on an adventure and see something different, everything's gonna be the fucking same. Ain't no point in you going to China no more. I mean, you want to see a China prison? Yeah, sure. You want to see an African prison? Yeah, sure. Ain't no point in you going nowhere. Because it's all gonna be the same here in about 50 to 100 years. It's all gonna be the same. Ain't gonna be a point of doing nothing. So think about that shit. That's what this one world government shit is. They want all of it the same. And it's not enough of us anymore to paint the shit so that this shit can't get like that. And our Gen Z just a failure as far as standing up for the bigger cause. Because the thing is this. If you don't own shit and somebody gives you shit, you're going to cherish that shit no matter what it is. I'm going to say that again. If you don't own shit, if you don't have shit, and somebody gives you shit, you're going to cherish that shit. You're going to cherish that shit. You're going to cherish that shit. You don't have shit. If you don't have shoes and somebody come give you a pair of shoes that's drenched in piss, it's a pair of shoes. If you don't have food, you ain't ate 2 weeks, and somebody come give you a meal with maggots on it and all kind of nasty shit, you're going to pick the maggots off, but you're going to eat it. Because you ain't ate in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You ain't 8 months. If somebody give you clothing that's full of holes and dirty, and you naked walking around outside, you're going to put the clothes on. If you don't have shit, and somebody gives you shit, you're going to cherish that shit. I'm telling you. So, Mark my words, man. This one world shit is no joke. And it's getting to the point where if you do anything, if you deviate anything out of that little one world agenda they killing your ass. And blacks was the first to realize this shit. Our skin color alone ain't about that shit. Our skin color alone represents gold, and our skin color alone represents art. Just to be here just represents a dream. I shouldn't even be here. We was the first to understand all this shit way before any of this shit. We was the first ones getting lit. Look at slavery, dude. White people had to enslave us because they were so scared. They were so scared they had to enslave and kill us. Pay attention, man. But in today's age, you get black people so stupid. Dr. Umar called them Negropeans. You get black people so fucking slow, they enslaving their own people. And they thinking they rich. Not knowing they worshiping the devil. That's the only way you get any power. You ain't getting no real power. You worshiping evil, thinking that's real power. That's the real word. Yeah, I fucked my son booty hole. Yeah, I got some power. They behead you, do it in other countries, though. We passed that. They cut your arms off in other countries. They cut your dick off, dude, and your balls. They sodomize you, dude, for life. For doing some shit like that. I'm just saying, man. Well, all I know is I showed my daughter. I got hundreds of excuses why I did that to my daughter. They killing your dumb ass, dude, out other countries. They killing you. They beating you, the whole village coming out. They watching. They completely see what your dumb ass did. And they like, oh yeah, that nigga is a sinner. That nigga need to be burnt alive. That nigga should not have did that to that little girl. She was only 5, 6 years old. This nigga's a faggot. Kill this nigga. That's what they doing. But the states are so weak, understand? We don't have the same values here in the States. We think money. We think business. We think the future, all right? That's all I'm telling you. We think about the future, all right? But we think different. We don't deviate. We deviate from what's really happening into what's really going on in the back of our minds and in the back of the world. And we don't think like that. We were raised on a certain standard here in this country, and that's all we think about. We don't think common sense, and we don't think all that shit. That's all I'm gonna say. We don't think, you know what I'm saying? So, but I could talk, man, till like I say, man, till I'm blue in the face. It's up to people to realize it on their own. It's up to people who want to do it by themselves. So it's up to them. So I mean, which they want. This agenda is strong. We can do anything we want. This is the United States. We can do anything we want to do. Homeless people, they can think whatever they want to think. And they've infiltrated your dreams and your imagination. So now they're in your head telling you, oh yeah, we'll give you this and that. Yeah, just remain there. Yeah. As long as you disregard your own family, we'll give your ass anything. And it's like, come on, man. Like, after a while, I'm not gonna lie. If you homeless, you on the street, I ain't gonna lie. You do believe half of that shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause you be like, oh man, I'm homeless. These niggas in my head, nigga. Hell yeah. But my whole thing is like, after 2 months, 6 months, a year, what have you received? 2 years, 4 years, y'all dumb still homeless. They still ain't gave you shit. You ain't got up off your own ass. Come on, man. You just gotta be a special type of retarded. That's all I'm saying. You gotta be a special type of stupid to after eventually get your own shit. And then think about this: if whatever is happening to you, right, it's not fucking helping you in your life. It's not helping you today. It's not giving you a standard for today. Like, all you talk about is, yeah, they told me in 100 years, you ain't gonna be here in 100 years. They told me I wait 20 more years. They told you. Are they showing you? Did they give you an example? Are they giving you your basics now so that you can achieve your real dream later? You need your own shit in order to get your own shit, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Your own shit, though. they give your ass a place to live, if you earn your own houses, you need to find a way to protect yourself. But if they give you a place to live, if you're at a shelter, if you're at a public housing, if you're living with family, if you're on the street, if you are one of these people who need help, you need to find a way to survive, take note, and balance yourself out up until you can acquire your own shit. But if you already have your own shit, it's time for you to start protecting yourself. It's time for you to start protecting your assets and your business. If you're one of these people who already know your own worth, you are a fucking threat to whoever, man, you are trash. I'm saying. So now, you know what I'm saying? How do I feel about it? I'm fucked up about it. You wanna know why? I didn't get a chance to travel the world, man. I'm salty. I'm salty as fuck. I didn't have no rich ass family. I didn't have no rich ass college tuition stored up and shit. I ain't had none of that shit. I ain't get no car when I was 16. I didn't live that kind of life. I was from the urban area. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. I ain't get a chance to see the original form of how this world was when they were already in the process of changing this shit. I'm salty as fuck. And people keep telling me they done already changed this shit, George. Even the version you was about to get was already changed and fucked up. But you had grew up to see that that's what you thought was original. You was born in 86, so you thought that was the way. But George, you didn't want to see Russia in the 1600s and then, George. You didn't want to see that shit. You didn't want to see Africa in the 1400s. You did not want to go there. I just wanted to see it in the 2000s. That was my future. I saw the change of the century. I saw the turn of the world. I saw technology take over. I witnessed it. I was born in the very beginnings of the takeover. Now, I ain't say beginnings when technology started. I said the beginnings of the takeover. In the 80s, everything became digital. Everything became LED. Everything had to light up for it to catch your attention. That was the newest thing in the 80s. That's when I was born. So it's like 2000s prime time, and it's prime time for me to go travel. I was supposed to backpack in Italy and all that shit. That was supposed to be me. Did not get a chance to do this shit. I was supposed to backpack in Europe, and I did not get a chance to do this shit. And mind you, this is before the internet, so you can't try to blame, oh, he's too busy. He was online too much. He wasn't thinking reality. I was thinking about the world. I know there's more places in the world than just in front of me. I'm not stupid. That's what high school and elementary and middle school is for. They showed you the map. You want to go there, I want to see. Is it really there? What's the culture like? What's the people like? I know this little shit. It's easy. Then you go to a couple other states and kind of find out, oh, it's about the same, you know, different colors, different little culture codes or whatever, but it's about the same from the United States for the United States. Go to bigger states, you really start seeing what some melting pots look like. All right, I kind of know about these states, man. But then you really want to see other shit. You really want to see this shit. And it's so much other shit legal in other states. The level of, they've already started this new world order shit in other states, but it's so much more control. It's so much more control because the people, they have an understanding. People in the United States, they jump too huge. They think they're gods already. They getting basic shit. They think they're huge. You can't help nobody here in the United States. Especially white people. Oh, this is founded on this. Black people and slaves. Like, they just retarded. Well, you can't know what I know because you're black. Like, it's just crazy, man. So, like I say, though, that's about the only thing that you know, really stopped me, that really fucked me up about it. And I got this fucking felony, so I don't know how the fuck a fucking passport will fucking work. I think they said you can get it expunged and they'll give you a passport. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not no super rich dude. I don't have a bank account to even be talking about this shit. But I think about that's where it really fucked me up. This shit is being converted. I'm already looked at as a villain. I'm already looked at as somebody who don't know what they doing because I done made certain mistakes in life. I'm already being looked at as somebody who just don't know shit. So it's like, it's fucking me up, you know, and that's what they wanted everybody with this one world government shit. Everybody's supposed to be in trouble. Everybody's supposed to be in peril. Everybody, you know, like we didn't know that already. Like it's a new concept. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, really? When you was born, you was in trouble. You was born in a fucking white-owned building. You were in trouble. You better hope you ain't have a government chip in your body. You were in trouble. As soon as you turned on it, as soon as your mama put a pacifier in your mouth, you was in trouble. That's plastics, that's illegal material, that's all kind of other shit going into your body. That shit not going to. As soon as your mama put Similac milk in your body, like I say, we were all in trouble instantly. We don't really. But I understand, because the technology is just taking over. They feel like the world needed a reset. And I feel like it's some bullshit. And speaking of a reset, I ordered this book, man. That's gonna fuck my mind up. I know it is, because I done already got into some other shit that'll fuck me up, which I might bring up on a personal vlog later. But it's called The Great Reset. It's by some Scott director. I forgot his first name, but his last name is Scott. I'm gonna post it on here just to really put the real information on here. But I've been hearing that that's one of the greatest books ever, as far as like this world and what's really about to happen. It's one of the greatest books ever. So look into that. It's called The Great Reset. All I knew was the title of it, and I found it on Amazon. And I got a used copy of it for like 20 bucks. So I'm gonna check that book out. I'm actually about to go pick it up here soon. So, but that's how I feel about it. You know, one world government, that's how it affects me. It affects my travels. It affects my experience with different cultures. Like I said, I know this world is not just all no, oh, this world is one white black dickhead. This one world, well, one big dickhead. Get the fuck out of here. Get Donald Trump shit out of here. I know this world is really some real shit. And I know this world is only meant for people whose minds are open. Your white capitalist ass is not about to get the real experience of shit. I don't care how much money you got. It's the same with a woman. You can buy a woman. Yeah, sure, you buy her body. Sure, you can put her in agony too. You can make her pain, scream for pain, but you'll never get what she was really supposed to give you, ever. It's the same with a woman. It's the same. She'll teach you better than anything. Any woman. You treat a woman how she's supposed to be treated, she'll get you anything you want. Anything. You can beat her and get it, or you can actually treat her and really get what you're supposed to get. You want the full experience, or you want the bullshit experience. It's up to you. And I always vouch for the real experience. Always. Because to me, that's what was first. To me. We all know the bullshit experience. We all know you can get wasted and go, or we all know you can pop a pill and go nuts or whatever. Whatever your thing is. Whatever your little evil vice is. We all know you can go pick some girls up, rape them, whatever. You can go out and kill and murder and do all this. And, oh, that's my hoopla or whatever. I mean, you go to prison, you're going to regret it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that is. These people who sit in prison, I don't care if it takes you a week to sit in prison, you realize it. I don't care if it takes you 20 years to sit in prison and realize it. Either way, you're going to realize that you fucked up. And by God, you was already fucked up. So, I mean, it's all a game. But it depends on how stupid you are. So, that's how I feel about it, man. I feel like the original experience of this world has already been fucked up via this internet and fucked up ass laws and all this shit. This is one world shit. Government shit is fucking shit up. We ain't supposed to be no one world government. That ain't how we supposed to be. This is supposed to be a challenge. You're supposed to be a black boy from Cleveland flying off to Tokyo to finally see some, some technology unseen. And instead, I'm just fucking looked at as a dumbass and supposedly got to go through all kinds of extra customs and looked at a certain way, and people scared to talk to me and all this shit. I don't have time for that shit, man. I ain't even an experience. I don't even want to do it no more. I'ma still do it for my life, for my records, but I don't even really want to do this shit no more. So that's how I feel about it. They fucked it up. Now, if I meet some real people, you never know. I can get on these chat logs, run into some real people. Hopefully they don't kill me if I go meet them. I got a friend in the military. He told me, yo, man, get $500, man. I'll furnish you the rest. I'll take you to Singapore. I'll do this and that. So, man, you never know. Yo, man, just get a couple $1,000, man. Fly out here, I'll cover the rest. You never know. I might still do this shit, but it fucked it up for me. It fucked it up for me. It already started happening. And you're not about to trick me into saying, it already started happening. And people keep telling me too, like, yeah, if you had some kids, if you had a family, they would save your ass. So, I'm scared of that too. I told you I had a demon family. Thought they was real life. Demon as fuck. straight dark agenda, straight up devil worship, straight up not giving a fuck about God, not giving a fuck about humanity, pissing in each other, shitting in each other, eating different, create new diseases. What the fuck? Create new real life. And I'm sitting here caring for them and shit. So it's gonna be hard for me to trust anybody who claim their family. It's gonna be hard. I already have my own family that was fucked up for totally higher reasons, different to my opinion. Anybody can eat shit and drink piss and, you know, create different bacteria. But when you really fuck your family's head up, when you are really lying to your family, when you really can't come clean to your family because you're scared of how they're gonna think about you, that's how you know you become a soldier. A soldier, not just a regular person. You're a soldier. So that's how that one world shit fuck you up. That's how that one world shit fuck you up. What am I gonna do about it? Grow up, mature up. The more you mature, the more you accept the world, the more you can change the world. The more you keep harping on and on instead of actually changing it, you gotta talk to more people, man. That's all it is. Like I said, I know nobody. I stay to myself. At work, I do the bare minimum. When I was in jail, I slept it away. I never found myself fitting in nowhere in jail. They put me on a psychiatric floor. He didn't come out of his bed he didn't come out of his bunk for 20 days. Oh yeah, he's a problem. No, not a problem, but oh yeah, he's a special case, you know? Oh yeah. So they put me on a psychiatric floor. I don't care about none of this shit, huh? What y'all talking about don't pertain to me. But that's the only way I can see myself getting over it, is actually becoming more of a social person somehow. Don't ask me how. I'm already broken and retarded. I told you I ran into demon art and I lost my family. You know, I ain't gonna say I lost my family. I lost my mother. She's gone off earth. I lost my father in a physical form. He don't see me as his son no more. Like I say, it's hard for me to call people because I don't know how to fucking communicate, you know, on an honest level. Everything I say is like a hidden puzzle or some shit. I don't know how to just speak from my heart. I'm fucked up. And I'm working on myself, and that's the only way I see myself getting over this one world agenda. Because I'm in the world, I'm on the world. Alright, no matter what no white person say, you at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, you in public housing, you don't pay a mortgage, you don't do it. Man, fuck you. I care enough. I care enough. That's what made me a part of the world, the real world. The world that was before all that bullshit y'all done conjured up. Our planet that we made it for. We had a purpose here. We wasn't just here to shit, piss, and eat. We had a real purpose down here, and I'm bent on saying, hey man, it's making a comeback. There's nothing else to do. The devil set his own self up. You made it so ain't nothing down here. What do you think people about to start doing? You're an idiot. They're going to find a reason to be down. They're going to find out quickly that they got to do something. So that's how I feel about that, man. If you, how do I feel? What do I feel like other people should do if they are afraid of this one world government agenda? What do I feel like other people should do? They should pray. They should pray. Ain't no beating it. It's happening. Ain't no getting around it. This ain't like your job where you can just quit and go find another job. This ain't that. Everywhere you go, anything you do, any restaurant you go to, any phone, anything, any internet, any family, your kids are involved. Anything you touch, they all already involved. It's a wrap. And if you went to that pedophilia thinking, yeah, I'm protecting my family, they got you the main ones they got. You the main ones. Oh, I'm doing my daughter so she can know who the real man is. They got you. It's over. You lost touch with your spirit. You shouldn't stick your penis into your kids to fucking communicate with them. You're just retarded. You shouldn't have to open your legs to communicate with somebody. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. That should be yours. That's your private. That's your anatomy. You shouldn't be out supposed to spreading your seed everywhere. That's not what you're supposed to do. Not with your own family at minimum. At best. When you go out on the street and be promiscuous, alright, that's on you. You want to be a Jezebel, a Hab, all that biblical shit that can happen. Alright, yeah, that's what you want to do. But with your own family, ugh, like it's just terrible. And it makes it so that you never learn shit. Like now all you know is you broken. You just a broken incest idiot, you know? It makes it so that you'll never learn shit from the world. You'll never go nowhere. But I get it though, man. Everybody on this devil worship kick, man. And that's how I feel. What do I feel like people should do? They need to pray. I told you, everything's going towards dark. Everything's going towards devil. But they don't see it like that. But I told you, it looks good. Everybody that's worshiping the devil, they looking good. They sounding good and all this. But their souls are missing. Their spirit is gone. Their family don't respect them. Like it's like when you start looking deep into their life, nothing is adding up for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at first glance, damn, he looking good. Shit, I might worship the devil. That nigga got money, looking good. I'm about to worship evil. Shit, ain't about to be no boring. It's over with. If you don't know how to play the game, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave this last part here. The great chessboard that everybody plays on has black and white squares. That's all I'm gonna say. All the squares aren't black and all the squares aren't white. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Learn how to play the game. So that's how I feel about that. What's the next vlog gonna be about? I gotta get into metaphysics and physics. I got to. That's gonna be coming soon. Physical and metaphysical, so important. You have to learn how to combine the two like a beast these days. You can't be novice. You can't be medium level. You have to be a genius at connecting your own metaphysics with your physics. That's what the next vlog gonna be about. So until then, y'all keep cool, man. Until the next one. Peace out. Thumbs up.